see money all around me, I look like I'm the man.
Today I'm going to tell you all about the Hoka Carbon X2. I just got in my pair of the Carbon X's and I got my first run in today. I ended up hitting right around 9 miles for 7:13 average per mile, so nothing crazy, but overall I thought the shoe was great, and we can go ahead and jump right into the content. Let's go into the breakdown of the shoe. At an $180 price point, this shoe comes at 8.4 ounces in the men's version and 7 ounces in the women's. It is a neutral racing carbon fiber weighted running shoe. So this is a shoe that you want to use for race day only and harder efforts. This shoe competes with the likes of the Saucony Endorphin Pro, the Nike Next Percents and Alpha Flies, and so many other carbon fiber plated running shoes. There are 3 major updates in the Carbon X2. The first one that I'll mention is in the midsole. Hoka is using the ProFly X midsole. However, this time around, the midsole is actually composed of 80 versus 20% softness versus firmness, which is a little different from the predecessor, which was originally 65-35. So I found a huge benefit because of this. I thought that it was a really bouncy ride throughout the entire run. This is something that really stood out to me when I was going through my motions and jogging along the East River today. I thought it was really smooth and comfortable, and I felt really locked in. And that also ties into the repositioned carbon fiber plate in the midsole. They ended up pushing it a little bit lower on the midsole so that it was a little bit more advantageous for the meta rocker performance of the shoe. So I thought that was also a nice touch. I thought that it was really responsive and easygoing. One other thing to note about the Carbon X2 is that there is a redesigned mesh upper. It is dual layered, so there's 2 different types of meshes that are going on in the shoe. I thought it was really snug fitting and really formed well on my foot. That's something that really also stood out to me today. I thought it was really comfortable and I felt locked in the entire way. Slipping on my shoe for the first time, the elf collar, which is a popular design now in shoe models, felt really easy to slip my foot right in, and I felt really secure back there. I didn't have any movement in my ankle, and I thought there was enough support. There wasn't a whole ton of padding in the heel region of the shoe, but that honestly worked out fine. I thought it was really minimalist, and it really just got the job done. One thing about the tongue is that it is reflective, and I think that's something that's really been missed on a lot of the reviews that I've read. It is really nice, so if you do want to take this shoe out for a run during the nighttime, this is perfect because the reflective tongue gives you some help along the way if you are running in low light conditions. Also in the back of the shoe, they're incorporating this dovetail heel, which is something new. It kind of reminds me of the Clifton Edges, but the one thing I didn't like about the Clifton Edges is I thought the shoe overall felt really clunky. But in the Hoka Carbon X2, that wasn't the case at all. I thought it was really lightweight and something that really was comfortable in the entire run. The one thing I will say is that there weren't a whole lot of differences in the feel of the shoe compared to the Rocket X. If you haven't already looked at my review on the Rocket X, you can check it in the link above. But I thought this shoe was a little bit more on the bouncier side, which is nice, but maybe it was also a little bit softer. I thought the Rocket X could be a little firm at times, but I didn't find that to be the case in the Carbon X2s, so that's a highlight. The Carbon X2 is also been getting a lot of hype because of the Project Carbon X2 event, which is coming up on January 23rd. I recently made a video about Jim Walmsley's attempt on the 100K world record. Him, along with other pro runners, are going to be competing in both Phoenix, Arizona and Chiba, Japan this upcoming January 23rd. And it's going to be an event that you don't want to miss. There's a live stream available on Hoka's website for both races, so make sure to check that out. Jim Walmsley competed in the first edition of the Project Carbon X, and in that race, he actually went on to break the 50-mile world record in 4 hours, 50 minutes, and 8 seconds, which is a huge accomplishment. This is roughly 5:46 per mile, and something that is really an incredible feat. This upcoming time, he's going for the 100K with Hayden Hawks, his training partner Jared Hazen, and so many more athletes towing the line in Phoenix, Arizona. On the other side, the Japanese athletes will be competing in Chiba, Japan, but that's also going to be interesting to see how both races end up playing out. Overall, I thought my first impression run on the Hoka Carbon X2 was really great. I'm going to be giving you updates along the way once I reach the 100-mile threshold. But make sure to like and subscribe to this YouTube channel and comment below. What do you think about the Carbon X2s, and are you going to be purchasing this shoe? Thanks.